Hello, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. This is a podcast by my dad and my uncle, and they're still unbelievably talking about music. Quite unbelievable. So I hope you enjoy it as much as we all did. It looks like they're going to start in about 14 seconds.
Hi there, welcome to another episode of BG's Broken Records. My name is Bob.
I'm Gare.
And we are back together again.
Woo! Been a little while.
Been a little while, but you know, time is just a thing.
Just been riding, fixing fence posts, stuff.
Fertilizing the lawn because we finally have sun.
And everything is very, very green, finally.
Finally.
Sun's out today.
Sun's out today. It wasn't out yesterday.
Been raining for a couple days.
I spent 6 hours in the garden spreading stuff, so I'm glad we had 2 days of rain.
Look at you.
Look at me. Okay. You can look at me if you go to our Facebook page.
Yes.
At BGBROKN. I post little videos. They're kind of cute.
You do a nice job, Bob.
Thank you very much, Gare.
I like to change of T-shirts. I'm always looking to see what T-shirt you're wearing.
Oh, you noticed. Which rock and roll T-shirt is this guy wearing? Well, what am I wearing today? The Kinks. There we go.
When you have 500 T-shirts.
Dude, I got to start weeding some of this shit out. So people, Facebook, Instagram, follow us, pass us on.
Please.
We have 100 followers on Spotify, 33 on Apple. Our number one podcast is still 1974, the greatest year for greatest hits.
Yep.
Which blows me away. I can't believe it, but c'est la vie. I'll take it.
Sure.
So pass us on, follow, do all that stuff. We're not asking for any, you don't have to buy us a coffee unless we're face to face. Then you can buy us a coffee.
True.
I received an instant message from somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, love your podcast. Oh my God. Positive vibrations here.
Here's your mom. I joke. Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. Actually, we have 129 followers because she is a follower and she doesn't even know it. Bristol, England. There's a podcast called Growing Up with Vince and Jeremy.
Okay.
They sent me a link or they sent me a note via Facebook and they said, hey, love your podcast. I've listened to a few of them, and this is pretty good.
That's pretty sweet.
Dude, how they found us, I have no idea.
Who cares? Right.
So I listened to a couple of theirs. Here's their format, and I kind of like it. 5 minutes of kibitzing. Yeah.
Right.
You get 22 minutes. I get 22 minutes. You pick a topic. I pick a topic. It has to be relevant to you and I growing up in the 70s and the 80s.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
First one I listened to had not necessarily not the 9 o'clock news, which is a comedy show, which I'm aware of for some reason. I must have seen it somewhere. I can't remember what the other half was. As I'm spreading all my fertilizer, I wanted to hear this guy's take on the John Lennon assassination.
Okay.
It was really good. Then, I think it was Vince, had 22 minutes. So he starts going into musicians and writers and studios. So, and I don't know who these guys were. It was basically a studio they would write the records, produce them, bring people in, and blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of like a production line.
But is it a famous studio?
Like,
Like
yeah.
Electric Ladyland in New York, that kind of?
No, a little lower than that. But,
But they talk about who's
who
through
came
there.
through.
Okay, all right.
They recorded Dead or Alive and all this stuff.
Got it.
So as I'm listening to this thing, and they were talking about the people who wrote it, God, what was the guy's name? I can't remember. Shame on me. I go, I really want to talk about these two guys, Chin and Chapman. They wrote a shed load of tunes for Suzi Quatro, Sweet, and all these guys.
Okay.
And I said, yeah, I'd really like to hear that. These guys on their podcast said, yeah, next week we're going to talk about Mark Chin and Nikki Chapman. And I was like,
get out of it.
No, seriously. So I actually texted the guy, sent him a message on iMessage, and I'm like, oh man, that was really good, da-da-da. So he hit me to a new book on John Lennon and all the quirks around his murder.
Oh.
Conspiracy theories.
Oh, love that. Love that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It's coming. It's arriving today. If you guys hear something drop on the front porch, it's the book. So I found that very cool. We got some great feedback from Craig.
Yes.
Our local friend.
Correct.
Very cool. Love that. So we got to meet him and have a couple drinks just because, A, that's fun.
Craig / our consultant.
Yep, exactly. So that's cool.
Unpaid, of course.
Unpaid. What is new in your world, Gare?
Well, I've been also pulling weeds and spreading mulch, which probably that's why I can't scratch the back of my head right now.
Okay. It's not like you were trying to do tricep pushdowns at Muscles Gym on Harper?
No, none of that. Who's
still a classic?
I don't know. I was in Florida a couple weeks ago. I don't know. Things are
good for you, Florida. I hate that place.
It's still nice. It's
okay.
Nice.
Subscribe, pass us on stats. 95% male listeners.
Not surprising.
Okay. 81% US, 8 UK, 3 Norway.
None of our Pakistani brethren anymore? Or
1.5% in China, and I think I know who it is.
Who?
My roommate's cousin, Pat.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Because he sent me a couple notes.
Okay, cool.
So I think it's Pat. Hey, Pat.
Hey. It's part of the metrics. Nice.
Say hi to the family. Oh, my God. I just went through all my notes.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, my God.
What?
You know, I mentioned before that we are not allowed to be played on YouTube in Belarus and Russia.
It just browns me out.
I'm telling you. If you're listening to us and you're flying over Belarusian airspace, we just drop out. We drop out. We got a note from Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
Slapping our hands.
Yeah.
and they said, oh, you're using copyrighted music. Blah, 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 blah. JJ Graham Mofro, 99 Shades of Crazy. It kind of pissed me off because I was like, I really like this tune.
Right.
And the band you introduced, Alves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they slapped our hand. And 2 other guys slapped our hand.
Nice to get some attention.
It's about time. So I had to reply with, we're using it for comedic purposes or educational purposes.
Which we are.
Exactamundo.
Which we are,
Exactamundo. I ticked a couple boxes, and now you can hear us everywhere but Belarus and Russia.
Jesus Christ.
Damn it. Gare, anybody pass away?
Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Well, Mike Peters from The Alarm on May 2nd. Now,
he wasn't old, 66.
Well, blood cancer. He had leukemia for the last 30 years.
You know, and I swear I read that he and Billy Duffy from The Cult were putting something together. That would be killer.
A lot of bands from 80s bands came out with good, but you know what?
Butler's voice is gone. We saw him at the Fillmore.
Right.
You couldn't understand a word he said.
So, you know, my great brush with greatness, Mike Peters, 2006, South by Southwest.
I think so.
Walking down the street, and I'm with my buddy Matt. I'm like, oh, my God, it's Mike Peters from The Alarm. Nobody was noticing him, and I walked up and said, hey, Mike. And he's like, oh, my God, someone noticed me. And I'm like, can we get a picture? And I'm like, big fan.
Yeah.
And got a picture, and he was just a great guy.
Do you still have the picture?
No. It was on Facebook, and it's gone. Because when I first killed
you some bitch.
I know. I do, unless my buddy Matt has it for some, I have no idea. But he was, and I was wearing a Tigers hat, and he was like, "Oh, from Detroit." I said, "Yeah," and so that's my brush with greatness.
There you go. I had one the other day. So I'm riding the tube in London, and I said, "It's guy." Guy walks in, sits down, and I look at him. I'm like, "It's got to be." I kind of lean over and just wave my hand by his foot, and he looks up, and I said, "Slow Horses, the TV show on Apple."
Yeah.
Apple TV.
Oh, yeah.
And he looks at me and goes, yeah. And I'm like, love the show. He goes, thanks. And that was it. And then I noticed a couple other people looking at him.
Yeah, but what about the guy from the pub who
hung with Alice Cooper?
Nah, wasn't it like McCartney or something? Or you were at the pub. You're like, I love this town. You sent me a, oh, geez, you're going to have to cut this out.
I don't remember.
All right, we'll come back.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, Mike Peters.
Mike Peters. Now, some people argue that The Alarm was U2 wannabe. Okay, whatever. Love The Alarm. Like their tunes. I've seen them twice. The second time, Matty T was there.
Yeah.
And his voice was out, and he kept putting the mic out to the audience. We should have gotten a refund for that show. But now I look back, fighting blood cancer maybe just wasn't. Oh,
jeez.
Hello?
Jeez.
Ed, though.
Stop ringing. People.
Let's see. February 24th, Roberta Flack, 88 years old.
Yep.
Killing Me Softly.
Yep.
Rick Buckler from the Jam.
Okay, so Bruce Foxton's a bass player. That must be the drummer. It's got to be. I mean, there were only three of
There's
them.
only three, yeah. Only 69 though.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly how Old Weller is. His last album was in number 69.
Joey Mullen, Badfinger. Did you know that one?
Yeah, last surviving member.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think just a guitar player.
He was 77, and I pulled this one for you, Dave Allen, Gang of Four. Only 69 years old, died April 6th.
Okay, I laugh because you say you pulled it for me. I couldn't name a Gang of Four a song.
Didn't you have a Gang of Four album?
Oh, I have one.
Thank you.
But I don't know what the songs
But you
are.
were the one who, when I first, it was like Gang of Four, the Specials.
Oh, yeah.
You knew this.
Oh, God, yeah.
All that ska kind of. I don't know much about those bands.
Oh,
but
I've got a lot of it downstairs.
yeah, more Specials. You know the Specials.
Oh, yeah. Specials, Madness, all the Selector.
Okay.
All that stuff. Ghost Town, what a great tune. So those are the deaths.
Those are the deaths.
And unless somebody passes in the next week when we record again, we're all caught up.
Correct.
We're already 12 minutes into it, so we're gonna rifle through this real quick.
Right.
One auction item, and then maybe next week I'll show the rest of them. Here we go. The band, Autographs. Reportedly the only known signed version of the LP that includes autographs of every member of the band, including Robbie, Levon, Rick, Richard, and Garth, who signed it as Eric Garth Hudson.
Oh.
Iconic Auctions. The Last Waltz, signed by all five, $21,700.
Oh, I would buy that if I had 21,700.
Disposable money.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That would be totally kick-ass. So that's all we've got on that.
And from Levon's book, when Garth joined the band, they had to go to London, Ontario to ask his parents
Oh my God! Could
if
you
it would be
imagine?
okay.
And they paid him
Right.
because he was their "quote-unquote" teacher.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie. I mentioned last year that I started a book called "Is That It" by
Right.
Bob Geldof. You started reading a book titled,
The Music, the Magic, and the Memories, Barry Gordy.
which surprises me because are you a big Mowtown fan, like Mowtown, or are you just interested in the concept?
Well, both. I mean, I know you're a huge Motown guy, but it's when we went to that record thing in Hamtramck, and I was looking at the books, and I saw the book, and the guy goes, I go, how much? He's like, $5. I'm like,
Oh, dude,
$5?
you can't
Sure.
pass that up. And what about that picture I sent to you via text? The Clash sitting on the stairs
Oh.
at Hitsville, USA.
So cool.
So cool.
So cool. Yeah.
I mean, that the Clash goes there in probably 82.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, so cool. So tell me about the book, Gare.
My takeaway, first of all, Barry Gordy interviews everything over the years. I mean, the guy is, I think he's about 90 now. Just a really cool guy. Not a mouth. If you've ever seen him in interviews, he's just...
No, he's not. He's calm.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, he's not. He is a mouth. Wait, what?
No.
And as I'm telling you off air, what I really took away from it, when he was trying to put this together, I mean, he put Motown together in 59 with an $800 loan.
I know.
And his first wife, he was just struggling. Her family, everyone's like, you're a bum. You're not going to amount to anything. You should be a doctor or a lawyer. Or he's like, I don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer. I want to write tunes.
Right.
So his family, his wife's family got him a job working on the line at Ford. And when there was a slowdown on the line, he'd jump off the line, write songs, get back on the line. Didn't last that long because it's not me.
Well, imagine, so he's got co-writing credits on Money, That's What I Want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was on the Beatles' first album.
Okay.
Yeah, he made a few shekels off of that one.
Sure he did. Sure he did. But they would have weekly...
Probably doesn't compare to anything he did afterwards, but still.
Right. But they would have weekly meetings, and part of the meeting was, and his right-hand man when they got going was Smokey. And everyone would bring in a song.
Yep.
And they would sit down and they would all vote on it, but it turned into this huge competition.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of what you were saying with the auto assembly line.
Yep.
Because at one time you had Chevy, Buick, Cadillac. They were all competing against each other.
Garrett, there were 20 car companies in this town. You know that.
Right.
But the big guys, yeah, I get it.
But they were all, and every week your whole goal was to get that song recorded.
Well, when I hate to say it, so when you're done with that book, you're going to give it to me.
Sure.
Okay. But I watched the movie on it, and I've seen the documentary Standing in the Shadows of Mowtown.
Mm-hmm.
So in the movie, they said they would play a song and they say, lunch or the 45?
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you want?
Right.
And if people would forego their lunch, they would produce that song.
Right. It was, and you know, all the different houses on the boulevard here in Detroit, where Mowtown is, they had the recording studio, they had accounting, they had the etiquette classes.
Oh, yeah.
For the girls. It was just a machine of what he did.
Yeah, they had elocution, they had execution, they had vocal training. Now, my biggest thing with Mowtown is the house band. Those guys.
Snake Pit, Funk Brothers.
We saw them, what did we say, 20 years ago?
Oh, so good.
Such a great
So
show. And we even told Bootsy about that a few weeks ago via Cameo. Bootsy. And those guys were some of the greatest musicians ever.
So let's just break it down. The top three: Stevie Wonder, 100 million records sold. The Supremes, 50 million. Marvin Gaye, 25. Throughout the book, too, Bob, talk a lot about how difficult James Jamerson was, and obviously had a little drinking problem. But just to get him and finally get him in the studio, and Barry would say, "You got to play it this way," and he would put in a little skiddly dank and be like, "That's not how you're supposed to do it." And at the end, they'd let James Jamerson do what he did because he was so good.
But you know where Gordy got all these guys? He got them from the jazz clubs.
You're right.
They did not like to play pop music.
No, you're absolutely right. They wanted to do a little fusion.
Was fusion there yet? They wanted to play jazz.
They just wanted to go off and do
jam.
Right. Do their own thing and then bring it back into the full. They hated playing the pop, but they liked the paycheck.
Well, of course they did.
Right.
They should have gotten more. And you know what's bizarre is over in England, they knew the names of all the musicians in the Funk Brothers. Over here, their names weren't put on the LPs.
Really?
Yeah, so we didn't know who the hell they were. But when they landed in England, people were like, "Oh my God, you're Jamerson. Oh, you're Earl Van Dyke.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you're Beans Bowles.
Well,
they were like, "Are you kidding me? This is amazing."
Well, Europe has always embraced jazz. Love jazz.
Yeah, but they also embrace Motown,
Sure,
Northern soul, not like modern day soul, but like the classical soul, the Sam Cooke and
they do love Motown too. Yes,
and
you're absolutely right.
So,
well, and then it just went on to, and I know this sounds cliche, but Motown helped to break down racial barriers, like in a huge way.
No, it did.
Now, the funny thing is about the book is when you start reading about the white performers that got on to Motown later after they moved to L.A.
Dude, Rare Earth.
Bobby Darin.
Yep.
Wait for it. Meatloaf.
Oh, yeah. Read that one out. That one's pretty funny.
Meatloaf, basically, it was before Bat Out of Hell. It was his first major release, was through Motown. Dude, K.D. Lang.
I know, in the 90s.
Again, but this was, and in the book, Barry wrestled with having to sell Motown.
Yeah.
Like one day he would wake up and be like, all right, I'm going to sell, let's do it. And then he'd get all the people, get everyone revved up, and they'd be like, I can't do it. But then he's like, I'm just bleeding money. I'm in so much debt.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. And obviously finally sold it. But
well, wait a minute. There's one other artist that you didn't mention. The Ivory Queen of Soul, Tina Marie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Could you imagine being named the Ivory Queen of Soul?
No.
Hey, Aretha, you're the Black Queen of Soul. And this is Tina Marie, the Ivory Queen. Come on, people.
Well, the coolest thing, and again, for everybody outside of Detroit, it's a Detroit original. It still sits there. They are in the midst of building a big museum behind the house.
Thank
on
God.
the boulevard.
Thank God.
And the boulevard is going so crazy right now because it's the home to Henry Ford Hospital, and they're building a new little $5 billion new hospital on the boulevard. The area has never looked so good.
Good.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
I haven't been down there in a bit. I've taken some people from Nottingham, England over to that thing, and they loved it, over to the over to the museum.
And to end with, the best thing about, and every high school kid should read this book. Every time Barry got knocked down, he pivoted and came at it a different way. He never stopped, and he got shot down so many times.
He had a passion.
Absolutely.
So I say to anybody who lives in this house, including the dogs, do what you want to do. Because if you get out of bed and you make widgets, you're not going to dig it after a while. But do what you want to do. If it's, I want to be a professional parachutist, go ahead.
Sure.
Just wrap your own, wind your own parachute.
That's true. Don't let anyone else do that for you.
So just do whatever the hell. And he did what he wanted to do. I mean, could you imagine that much passion? And I always kind of gave the guy some stick for moving to L.A.
Yeah. Well,
but think about it. It's
he had to. He had to.
The late 70s, Detroit's going towards Coleman Young. So
right.
It was bubbling. They'd already gone through the 67 race riots, which was, for everybody outside of Detroit, was 7 days of the city burning with the National Guard coming in.
Correct. It was a terrible time. It was a terrible time to try and do business in Detroit. It was just very racially charged. And
that's what gave the MC5 their song, The Motor City's Burning.
Okay, thank you.
Gave them a lot of ammunition. But so I get it. He wants to go out. Films are going to be the next big thing. Let's make films. Let's do this. Let's do television. I get it. But you know what? Unfortunately, it left all the Funk Brothers kind of destitute, which stinks because they were such great musicians.
Exactly.
Why didn't he get picked up by somebody else?
Why didn't they go with them?
He did not. He didn't offer.
Because he wanted a whole new.
No, he wanted to control everything. So when the Jackson 5 recorded, he basically had a house band like the Wrecking Crew. You didn't know who the hell they were.
Okay.
That bass line on ABC, I don't know who it is.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think he wanted control of everything. I think they had started getting famous.
Yep.
And
control means dollars.
I guess so. You like the book?
I did. Oh, it's phenomenal.
Would you recommend it?
Yes, I would.
All right.
And it's just great being from Detroit and everything they talk about, because you
Absolutely.
know where it is. And if you don't know where it is, like the Blackstone Theater, which is where the McDonald's is now on Woodward, because I had to look that up, and I'm like, where was that? You know where the Black Cat restaurant is?
No.
Right next door, there's a McDonald's. That's where. And what's great about that, in the book, the Blackstone would not. The only time they allowed blacks into the theater was like Sunday afternoon for
a matinee or something. Yeah.
Barry Gordy came back, bought the Blackstone, and then opened it up all the time.
Brilliant.
I mean,
brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, it's just really cool, man.
Yeah.
The victories that he had. So, anyways, recommend it. Great book. Bob, you go.
Just real quick. Stevie Wonder, 10 million copies, Songs in the Key of Life, 1976. That was on Mowtown. Lionel Richie.
25 Grammys. Stevie Wonder's won 25 Grammys.
25 Grammys, but Beyonce still won more. Lionel Richie, Can't Slow Down, 20 million copies. Michael Jackson, 79. Off the Wall, 20 million copies, which there's a couple tunes on there that are all right. Diana Ross and the Supremes. Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On, did 4 million copies. I'm surprised What's Going On isn't on this chart.
But again, Diana Ross.
100
million.
With her and the Temps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. But everyone's probably wondering, okay, what label was Michael Jackson's Thriller on? And did that line Gordy's pockets? And the answer is no. Even though it sold 70 million copies worldwide, certified 34 times platinum. It was on Epic, which is a subsidiary of CBS, which the Jacksons went to after Motown. So Barry kind of got screwed. Well, not screwed.
He still did all right.
He did all right.
I understand.
Okay. My book.
Yes.
Is That It by Bob Geldof. All right. You know I love Geldof.
Yes.
I am just absolutely stunned at what this guy has done. You know, the book, everybody knows Geldof did Live Aid. Everybody knows Geldof did Do They Know It's Christmas? So I'm not going to give a lot about that. The book starts when he's a young lad. His mom dies. He and his dad, fisticuffs, hated each other. His dad, extremely poor. His dad kept sending him off to different schools just to get rid of him. He got in fights with people. Not a great kid. He was very awkward, socially awkward. He looked awkward, tall, skinny, not the prettiest face in the world. At one point in the book, he said, "Oh my God, there's a guy out there who's famous, who's uglier than I am," or something to that effect. He's like, "Oh God, even maybe ugly guys can become stars," or whatever. Then they start going through all the Boomtown Rat stuff. So a Boomtown Rat is a person who follows. They read this in a book. I think he did. I think he was the main brains behind this whole thing. It's a person who follows, like, say, the gold rush, and they go to the Boomtown, and there's like everybody's there, and they're like rats.
Nice.
So do you remember when South Dakota was going crazy with the fracking and all that stuff, and they couldn't build places? Those are Boomtown Rats.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. And what killed them from being over here was their first LP, the Boomtown Rats. They stapled a dead rat to all the albums. They sent them off to all the big radio stations, and people looked at it and were like, "This is freaking gross," and they never played them. That's why they never broke in the U.S.
Interesting.
So they had the one big hit, "I Don't Like Mondays," which is about a young girl down in Texas who must have been late 70s, took a gun, shot some people at her school.
Okay.
And they asked why'd she do it, and she literally said, "I don't like Mondays." So Geldof hears this, and he wrote the song. He felt bad, but it became a huge hit, right? It's the only hit most people know in the USA.
True.
Great hit. Great band, by the way. Okay, so we've covered this a little in the podcast about Do They Know It's Christmas Time. Geldof's watching the famine relief. So he's watching something on BBC, and it's about the famine in Ethiopia. Mm-hmm. And he calls up Midge.
Right.
Midge.
Yeah.
"Hey, Midge, did you see that thing last night?" "Yeah, I did. I want to do something. I want to write a song. I want to put out a record. We can probably make $75,000 doing this thing." "Yeah, okay, I'll help you." They get together. He writes the lyrics. Midge gets the song. They get together. They start putting it together. Geldof looks over at Midge and says, "Hey, that song, that's from the commercial for Z-Cars."
Oh, you're kidding.
"Oh, yeah." Like, Midge kind of nicked it.
Oh.
And he goes, "It's a little different, right?" Oh. So what? So they write it. He made Bob change a few lyrics and all this stuff. He puts together, and he didn't know if anyone was going to show up on that crazy Sunday. We've all seen the video. You know, people are showing up in cars and cabs and all this stuff.
Sure.
Duran Duran, Spandau Ballet.
Coked up.
Oh. Well, that was the Status Quo boys, man. I'm telling you right now. Oh yeah, they had the marching powder. So, but all the Bananarama, all Cool in the Gang, all the bands, right? Great song. If you want to have something in the racks by Christmas, you need to have it done at the end of August. They had it done at the beginning of November and had it on the racks 4 weeks later.
Amazing.
This guy, Geldof, went to all the manufacturers and said, "I'm going to press 1 million of these. You're going to do it for free." "No, we're not." "Okay, I'm going to the next one." And he did. And the next one did it for free.
Nice.
Right? They barely got them on the racks. People were buying them and handing them back to the store to sell them again.
Oh,
so
wow.
Even butchers on the high streets would say, "Give me 50 copies and I'll sell them." So everybody was selling them because it was a great song. And
it's a great song.
The one thing I think about the UK is I think they're pretty tight knit, and when they get behind a big thing like this, it just went through the roof. Great. So they think they're going to make 75 grand, and they sold 12 million copies worldwide, raising over $8 million. So at that point, somebody said, "Hey, Bob, you've got to start a trust for all this money.
Right.
This is way too much money. This isn't 75 grand you just send over to a municipality over there." So he creates a trust, but he's got to get people in to administer the trust, because $8 million now, who do we distribute it to? All of Africa. So this book covers him negotiating the manufacture, the distribution of the 12-inch single. Imagine going to Tower Records and going to Best Buy and Circuit City. I can't even remember our national chains anymore. You know, locally it was Harmony House. There was 14. Going up to all of them and say, "You're going to sell it at cost." "No, we're not going to sell it." "Great. See you later."
Unreal.
He didn't give a shit. He's like, "You don't want to do it? F you." One country, I think it was Russia. Well, no, I'll get into that in a second. So he does all this work, gets the money, has to figure out how to distribute it. The book talks about him going back and forth to Africa from England all the time and talking to different heads of state. What are you going to do with the money? I want to do this. Nope, can't do that. Well, if you don't do it my way, I'm not going to take it. Great. I'll see you later.
Awesome.
I mean, the guy.
Awesome.
The guy had two fingers up to everybody. If they didn't want to play by his rules, they were always his rules. Again, a lot of respect for this guy. Then, obviously, we all know Live Aid if you're old enough, but our demographics here are late 50s and male, so you probably know Live Aid. In 1 year, he put together a concert on 2 continents.
Unreal. It was unreal.
Probably 30 bands each. I
Yep.
can't remember what the number is. He starts 1 at noon at Wembley Stadium in England. Who was the first band?
I don't know.
Status Quo.
Oh,
Rocking all over the world.
got it.
Okay? Who was the first band in the U.S.? Come on, man.
Madonna. I don't know.
The Hooters.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, but who flew between concerts?
Phil.
He just left Wembley. He's on his way.
So he has to get Philadelphia because he can't get anything in New York or New Jersey. And it's got to be close enough to one of the biggest markets.
Sure.
So that's why they picked Philadelphia. It was available. It's not for any reason other than that.
Okay.
Negotiating with all the bands. I mean, this book is freaking incredible.
What he did was I love that you're going to do it my way. Nope. Okay. Well, then screw it.
Gare, December of 84, he does the charity song. Raises $8 million. 8 million pounds, sorry.
Yeah, 9.3 mil.
Which, if it was adjusted for today's inflation, would be $30 million US dollars for one song. Fastest selling UK single at the time. He starts that in, say, September. By the end of August, the next year, he's put on Live Aid. All this in less than 12 months.
Unbelievable.
Unfreaking believable.
Unbelievable.
And then he got done. He goes, I woke up the next day. He goes, I didn't know what to do. I think he was literally shattered.
PTSD, man. I
From
mean,
all the stress.
think about it.
Man.
I remember seeing that footage with him in Africa all the time. They covered it big time.
Well, I love the line, Bob, you have to go over to Africa. I'm not going to do it. Why? Because I don't want people
I remember
seeing
reading this.
me with dead people, dead babies or whatever. Bob, if you don't go in January, the whole effort will be forgotten. You need to stay in television.
Sure.
He goes, I'll do it, but there is no way I'm going to be holding a dying child. There is no way. Okay, never did. But they videotaped him.
Yeah.
You put him on television all the time.
He was
doing
in the
it.
villages. I can remember seeing it. Sure, absolutely.
Obviously, to me, it was one of the most amazing things. It raised $100 million US in 85. I wonder how many people actually paid, which is approximately 270 million in today's dollars.
Well, wait, go back to Wembley and JFK, 75 acts, 1.5 billion views, 110 countries.
Yeah.
How about that for a stat?
So, yeah, that's another thing. He negotiated with these countries.
Sure. Oh,
You want it. I want a percentage of the money you. What was it? I want 100%. It was some crazy negotiation. They're like, no, we're taking some money. He goes, no, you're not. Yes, we are. Then you're not going to get the broadcast.
brilliant.
No, the guy.
Just brilliant.
The guy is amazing, man. 1.5 billion viewers. So obviously that spawned Live Aid, Live Aid 8, Live Aid this, Live Aid that. It also spawned USA for Africa. Oh. Which did raise 44 million US, but the worst song in the world.
Are you saying Dan Aykroyd can't sing? Hey, who's that in the back row? Hey, it's Dan Aykroyd. What?
He might have sang better than Cyndi Lauper on that song. And Kim Carnes. Kim Carnes got 3 words. 3.
I'll give it to Kim over Dan.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
But I remember watching the video with Perry from Journey.
oh yeah,
Steve Perry.
Yeah.
He's kind of looking over these guys like, you're still holding the lyrics? You've got like one line, man.
Dan Aykroyd, where are we going? Come on, we're gonna go do some singing. Sweet. Okay.
Shit. It was BS. Okay, 2 books. Is that it? On Geldof, Barry Gordy, Music, Martinis, and Memories. Sorry, that's a Jackie Gleason album. Sorry about that.
Nice.
I say you read them. Gare, I want your book.
Yes, I will give it to you.
Okay. That's all I got, buddy.
All right. All good.
What do you think?
Yep.
Should we take off?
Yes.
Okay. See you later.
See ya.